So we're in an era of content creation where streaming literally dominates the internet, which has led to a bunch of creators from all over social media trying to take up a newfound career in live streaming. And I just did an entire video talking about some of these creators who made the switch to streaming at a very high level. But there's one specific creator who I briefly mentioned in that video who has a really inspiring journey from blowing up on the internet at a very young age to almost losing everything that him and his friends worked so hard to build for years, to now returning to an entirely different era of the internet and completely dominating it. But who exactly is this creator and how did he manage to make this whole career turnaround? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the tribe with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into the rebirth of FaZe Adapt. Okay, so to start off, as I just said, we're going to be talking about a creator who goes by the name of FaZe Adapt in today's video. He's a creator who started his career off over 13 years ago by playing a game called Call of Duty. At the time of Adapt's arrival on the internet, posting sniping clips from Call of Duty was one of the most popular forms of content on the internet during that time period. And there was a specific form of sniping in games like MW2 and other Call of Duties as well, known as trickshotting. And this is where players would jump from hot areas on the map, spinning multiple times in mid-air and completing a kill before touching the ground. And this honestly required a lot of skill and a little bit of luck to pull off. Personally, I've never been too good at doing it myself. I don't think I've ever hit a trick shot, but Adapt on the other hand ended up being one of the best the community has ever seen, and that would be the jump start to his entire career. Adapt joined a major gaming clan at the time that went by the name of Soar, and he was a part of this team for about a year, seeing a lot of success within the clan. He even accumulated over 50,000 subscribers during this period as well. But everything would completely change for Adapt in summer of 2013. After submitting numerous clips for FaZe 5, which was a competition to join the up-and-coming clan known as FaZe, Adapt would easily impress members within the team and led to him getting the opportunity to be in FaZe clan very early on into his career. And after that, FaZe would go on to become one of the most popular gaming clans of all time. They were even one of the first groups on YouTube to come up with the idea of a content house when the group would buy a house in New York that featured key members from the clan. And Adapt was definitely one of the beneficiaries from joining this content house, because around this time, even though Call of Duty was still a very popular game, Adapt would start to switch up the type of content he uploaded to YouTube and started doing more vlog style videos, showing his viewers more of his personality and lifestyle that he lived as a young teenager. And this ended up working out very well for him, because with the combination of these lifestyle vids and Call of Duty vids and living in his FaZe house, around summer of 2015, Adapt would surpass 1 million subscribers for the first time ever on this channel.
Who cares? You hit a mill. It's gonna go back up.
No, dude, I don't have a mill.
Oh! 1 million subscribers! Oh my god!
And over the years, truthfully, almost everyone in this house saw a lot of growth on social media. It wasn't just Adapt. I mean, if you were around at this time, you'll know how iconic that FaZe House New York truly was. This was the start of FaZe Clan becoming more of a global organization rather than just a Call of Duty gaming clan. But unfortunately, that would end up being both a blessing and a curse for everyone involved. Yes, a few years into the future, FaZe ended up becoming one of the biggest brands all over the world, especially within the esports realm. But on the downside, FaZe started to lose the culture that they built from the very beginning. FaZe was always built on real friendship and just having a good time with the people that you love most. But it grew so much to the point where it started to become more and more about branding and just making money instead of the original core values, which led to FaZe Clan started to recruit a bunch of celebrities and people that really had nothing to do with gaming or people that wasn't friends at all. This led to FaZe focusing on becoming more corporate and business minded, and even led to them hiring CEOs such as Lee Trink, a person who knew absolutely nothing about the history of FaZe at all. And these moves would be the beginning of the end for FaZe. It started going downhill for years, causing a lot of the key members to just completely leave the internet. Members like Adapt was someone who was extremely consistent on YouTube, posting almost every day or every week, things like that. But once this culture shift happened with FaZe and it became something that none of them wanted a part of, Adapt started uploading less and less. Sometimes it was multiple months or years in between his uploads. And unfortunately, it did stay that way for an extended period of time. time, but everything would change for FaZe Clan in late 2023. After trying to become a publicly traded company and failing tremendously, the CEO of the company at the time, Lee Trink, would get in the hot seat with FaZe Clan, and ultimately because of how much everything went downhill since he took over, this led to him getting fired and having to revoke his rights as the CEO. And shortly after this, FaZe Clan would be acquired by a company known as Game Square, a company part owned by Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. And while Jerry Jones may be a terrible owner for my Dallas Cowboys, Game Square would actually start making some pretty good decisions for the future of FaZe. They reinstated key members of the clan back into positions of power, such as hiring FaZe Banks as the FaZe Clan CEO, and this would completely turn FaZe around after Banks had a great idea to completely reboot the clan for what it was during the corporate era and turn FaZe Clan back into something that everyone could be proud of. So Banks decided to sign some up and coming streamers to the clan such as Jason the Ween, Lacey himself, Silky, and Plaqueboy Max, and he also kept some familiar faces around as well. With FaZe Clan being returned back to its rightful owners and all of these new signings and just truly trying to bring FaZe Clan back, this will lead to some of the OG members returning to the internet as well, such as FaZe Adapt for example.
That's pretty much it, y'all. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna be posting. I have not like immediately. I have some videos I need to cook up that are gonna take a little bit longer, but you will see them. Norton's got some stuff on his channel. We got some other stuff going on with FaZe that you guys will probably see over the course of I don't even know, but
In early 2024, all of the new members of FaZe Clan will move into a house in LA. Since all of these people were primarily streamers and just how popular streaming had become over the years, this would lead to Adapt sparking off his streaming career around summer of 2024 as well. And honestly, things did start out pretty slow for Adapt early into his live streaming journey, because even though he's been around on the internet for years and already had a pretty big following on other social medias, trying to come back to a completely different era of the internet after taking a very long break away. Of course, this will be difficult for anyone to just come in, adjust to it, just start dominating it. It just doesn't work that way. But fortunately for Adapt, he ended up around a great team of people with these new FaZe signings. All of them had a lot of potential with a true passion for streaming, and all of that quickly started rubbing off on Adapt. Adapt would kickstart his streaming journey by doing 30 days worth of streams documenting his journey to quitting nicotine, and during those 30 days he did successfully overcome his nicotine addiction, and this is where things would completely start turning around for Adapt in all aspects of life.
I'm not gonna smash your head, don't worry, you can hold it if you want, if you don't trust me. I want to say congratulations on 7 fucking days!
We hit it!
Congratulations!
Let's go! Oh my God!
During those 30 days, he built a real bond with the new members of the organization, and he even went from averaging just a few hundred viewers to averaging a couple thousand. So after finding joy in live streaming for those 30 days and building his own little community, this led to the most life-changing decision for Adapt since he equipped the sniper in COD. And this decision is where he decided to participate in a 30-day FaZe subathon. This subathon took place in September of 2024, and it forever changed every member of FaZe Clan's life. Everybody that was involved in this subathon reached entirely new heights in their careers, achieving numbers that most of them have never seen before ever. Even Adapt specifically reached numbers that I bet he didn't even think was possible prior to starting. He had accumulated over 30,000 Twitch subscribers in 1 month alone, ranking him in the top 15 on the active subscribers list on Twitch. And since then, there's been no looking back for the former YouTuber turned streamer.
Dawn has changed my life. Y'all have changed my life, and I can't remember the last time I actually felt proud of myself. You know what I mean? It's like it was such an unfamiliar feeling for so long, and now I finally feel that. You know what I mean? And I'm happy, and I owe it to y'all, so thank you guys so much. You know what I mean?
After that month was over, he decided to permanently move into the FaZe house with all of the new members and become a full-time streamer as well. And it's safe to say that this was all a great idea for Adapt, because not only did this help him become super consistent with streaming, but he also managed to maintain a strong viewership and subscriber count as well. As most of you probably already know, when people do subathons and hit these major heights, after that month your numbers tend to just plummet down, because most of the people just get gifted subs and they decide to hang around because you're literally streaming 24/7, and then once that goes away they end up going away. But that really wasn't the case for Adapt, because we're now about a half a year since this subathon, and so far in 2025, Adapt has averaged around 10,000 live viewers, and he currently has over 14,000 active subscribers, which ranks him within the top 50 streamers on Twitch. He's really been creating great content just by being the goofy Adapt that he's always been throughout his entire career. I've seen a lot of viral clips all over social media, and this has led to a lot of people saying that Adapt has hit a second prime within his career, which I have to agree with, because I'm sure Adapt didn't even think any of this was possible, and it really wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for him being himself and the addition of all of these new FaZe signing who ended up completely saving the clan as a whole.
If this era didn't exist right now, A, like FaZe would be smoked, it would be cooked, and B, I don't even know what I would be on, like what I would be doing. So without this new era of FaZe, I don't even know if I would have, my passion for making content would have re-sparked. Like, I love doing this shit. I love
FaZe Adapt's career has certainly been a roller coaster ride over the past 13 years. And if it wasn't for this new era of FaZe, who knows where Adapt would have ended up. As he said, it's a high chance that he probably would have never even returned back to the internet. But he's certainly earned all of this newfound success on Twitch. And I personally think that he should be a candidate for Breakout Streamer of the Year. It's really between him or DDG for me, but that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is you guys' opinion. So with that being said, be sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comments and let me know what you think about this entire situation. When did you start watching FaZe Adapt? Was it back in his early COD days? Was it when he moved into the FaZe house New York? Was it a completely different era in LA? Let me know down below in the comments. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 15K. And also, while you're at it, be sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. You guys know any feedback is good feedback to me. And as always, I appreciate all of the love and support, and I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye, have a beautiful time.